everyone, and welcome once again to Primetime Wrestling, where we indeed feature the superstars of the World Wrestling Federation. Our feature match this week, the big 305-pound Russian Nikolai Volkov taking on Billy Jack Haynes, the big guy out of Portland, Oregon. And what a number he's going to be doing here in the World Wrestling Federation. In fact, he told me that he was going to, whatever Kenny Patera decided that he wanted to do, that Billy Jack would be in his corner.
Where does this guy get off wanting to hang around with some ex-con? Why does he want to stick up for this
former Olympian? Why do you keep referring to him in the negative?
Why do you keep referring to him in the positive?
Because he has a lot of positive things going for him.
Well, he made the plates for your car.
No, he did not make the plates for my car.
Well, just the people of Wisconsin, that's right.
Very negative person. We're
Yes,
also going to take a look this week
away.
at the reigning ladies tag team champions, Leilani Kai and Judy Martin, as they take on a very unusual team from Japan, the Jumping Bomb Angels. You familiar with them?
No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
No.
Well,
but I'll tell you one thing I'm familiar with.
What's that?
I do have a surprise guest coming on.
I understand that later on in the program we indeed have to go to Studio G.
I didn't know that.
Well, that's how much you know.
Well, they never told me that.
Well, they don't tell you everything
What's the
because
G
you're
for?
not the host. Let's be realistic. Right now, we're going to go to ringside for our opener with Valentine and Bravo, the new Dream Team. Let's go to
I
ringside.
am the host.
Boy, I'd like to see some of your Goldilocks go flying through the air like that.
If I did something like that,
Came close, didn't you, in Toronto?
he's lucky. You know,
He's lucky.
Well, first of all, he knows the condition I'm in. That's the only reason he wanted to
We're
pick
all
on
going to find out what condition you're in.
very, very soon.
You bet.
But I'm an injured man. He knew he was going to try to take advantage of me.
You know, earlier on in that match, Vince McMahon and Jesse the Body alluded to everyone claiming to have signed Bam Bam Bigelow on the dotted line,
Wishful
including yourself.
Well, they're just talking through their hats. They just have a lot of wishful
You haven't
thinking.
proven to anybody, number one, that you are injured, you have an injured neck, and number two, that you have Bam Bam Bigelow signed up.
Every day of my life, I got to keep proving things to you and the humanoids out there.
As long as you want to create this facade.
It's not a facade. I'm not well.
Now, I know you're not well, but you don't have a physical injury.
Yes, I do.
Per se.
I have a,
Tell me something about Bam Bam. I've never seen the guy. What does he look like?
he's around 400 pounds.
Around? You mean around this kind of around?
He's in the
like
neighborhood.
Bundy? Round
No,
like Bundy?
not- He's a big man. He's 396 pounds.
Forget about it. I don't care what you say. I'm waiting. Sooner or later,
You're going to
you'll
see
have.
him. You're going to meet this gentleman.
We're going to meet him.
Yes,
Well,
you're
that
going
would
to meet
be
him.
nice. Bam Bam Bigelow.
No,
meet him.
not Bam Bam Bigelow.
Oh, your doctor friend from Dusseldorf or wherever.
Dusseldorf, Germany. But I'll
Be
get to that a little later.
Be interesting to see.
Gentleman.
Some of our celebrity dolls here. Bruno Sammartino, the living legend.
Did you notice
and,
the beak on that Bruno Sammartino?
Please,
You could
let's go
smoke
to
a
the
cigar in
Philadelphia
rain.
Spectrum as we join in progress Outback Jack. Wow, was that exciting, Outback Jack. In the Philadelphia Spectrum, along with me at ringside was my dear friend Dick Graham. What are you doing?
You know, I didn't have time to eat on the plane or nothing. So
You don't look like you missed too many
Miss
meals.
Betty has had me had this catered.
What is
to me.
that? It smells horrible.
It's Miss Betty's specialty.
What is it?
It's fricassee of barn owl. What do you think it is? It's handed down through her family. So I don't know what it is, but it's good. It's there's a lot of Well, here, have some.
Looks like a foot sticking out there.
A foot.
Yeah, little foot, some webbed foot. You're a sick person,
Like
Brian.
stuffed duck feet or something?
Yeah.
No, I don't know what that is.
You don't know
Try
what
some,
that-
please. Enjoy
no,
yourself.
No, thanks. No, thanks. You deserve that. Matches your jacket, the color, and everything. We've got plenty of exciting action still to come this week here on Primetime Wrestling, and we'll be back in just a moment, or whenever he finishes his gourmet meal.
Nice vintage.
Who really cares?
Well, I do.
Jake the Snake Roberts, one of the premier athletes here in the World Wrestling Federation. And of course, every week he conducts a snake pit. And you will be most happy, Brain, to hear that we're going to have a good referee here in the World Wrestling Federation. An enforcer, in
Danny
fact.
Davis has been reinstated.
No, but I'm sure that you'll be surprised and you'll be happy about it. And Danny Davis, incidentally, will never be reinstated. So right now, whatever, take your calls, do whatever you want to do. We'll just continue on. Let's go to our special. Enforcer, indeed, in the World Wrestling Federation, ranks of the referee.
I'm shaking.
You're not happy.
Guy comes out there with 600 pounds of cheap gold jewelry on that's probably made of tin, starts playing with a shock absorber, and he's supposed to intimidate everybody. He better stay back
Been
there.
chopping down some trees, too.
Yeah, I bet they're not even 3 feet off the ground. I'll tell you something. He gets up in my face. I'll hit him so hard he'll grow hair where he doesn't have any.
I'll tell you a guy that's intimidating in my book, a guy that's making a return here to the World Wrestling Federation in a very unique manner. I'm referring to the $1 Million Man, Ted
You got your
DiBiase.
price.
And you got your price.
I know my price.
I know you know your price, and it's not
Everybody's
very
got
much.
their price. He's right. You do too.
It's not dollars and cents, Brain, like
No.
it is with you. Everything with you is dollars and cents.
No, it isn't.
Some people have other values. But
I'll
Ted
take-
DiBiase
I'll take-
is doing a very
I'll
strange
take bonds,
thing.
securities,
He's actually
property.
trying to dehumanize
A good
the
car.
public out there, and I don't like the way he's
Summer
going about
homes.
it. How despicable.
I'll take jewelry, diamonds.
Oh, you're easy. You're easy. You don't have to
Put on
wait.
earth here to make a living and enjoy yourself.
Everyone's put on this earth for a purpose.
Right. Mine's
Even
to
if to
make
be
money.
a horrible example.
Oh, you're too hard on yourself.
No, I'm talking about you and guys like Ted DiBiase.
He could buy you. I know he could. I know you got a price. Let's say he wanted you to get down on all fours and kiss his boots. Would you do it?
We'll be back in a moment with the Jumping Bomb Angels. Don't go away.
Okay, let's say
Highly unlikely.
Okay, let's say you're at your home.
Judy Martin and Leilani Kai, the current reigning ladies tag team champions of the world, not seen fit to put their title on the line. And I don't blame them, really, because the opposition from the Isle of the Rising Sun, the Jumping Bomb Angels, are really a super team.
Well, that's just the average way women think. They haven't prepared themselves enough. You see, if they'd have
Probably
gone
not.
to Japan, got pictures of them, looked at tapes.
How long is this going to take?
About 2
Let's
seconds.
go to the match. Jumping Bomb Angels giving away a lot of weight indeed to the reigning tag team champions, ladies tag team champions, of course, of the world. Leilani Kai and Judy Martin. Leilani looks like she hasn't missed too many meals. We'll be back with the conclusion in just a moment. Well, we're about to go back to ringside. I believe the location is Louisville, Kentucky.
That's right.
Interesting place to find the jump. Who fell down? Nikolai fell down. Well, Nikolai falls down a lot. Let's go back to our girls' tag team matchup.
They've all wait.
Bomb Angels making
Bring him
their
over
debut here in the US of A. Very impressive indeed.
Okay, Betty. Bye-bye.
Miss Betty?
Yes. She's picked up my guest in the
She
limo.
The dummy from Dusseldorf.
You'll be talking on the different side of your face when you meet this learned individual. And
You mean learned?
that's what I said, learned. What do you think I said?
Well, there's sometimes some strange things come out
Well, I
of
have to wear this
Your
thing. It
mouth.
impairs my speech. I can't turn properly. I'm hurt.
Sure you are.
Doesn't believe me.
No, I don't.
You will.
Well, plenty of interesting things happening in the World Wrestling Federation, and the next two gentlemen that are going to appear on our special interview indeed has some things going on between them, talking about Morocco. Certainly appeared to me, Brain, that in that last interview that there's still a lot of friction there between these two guys.
Well, like Ace said, they have an ego, and he's a highly tuned wrestling machine.
He
And
said Morocco was very clumsy,
Morocco's a little awkward.
like
But then again-
Bam Bam Bigelow and Bundy and those guys.
No, not at all.
Oh, well, that's...
I wouldn't tolerate
I
that.
thought you meant that. We're going to be taking a look at two teams that your Islanders eventually are going to have to face both of these teams. Powers and Roma having a great deal of success in the spectrum so far with the Shadows. Number 1 and 2 remains to be seen whether these youngsters can hold it together. This match already in depth, maybe 10 or 15 minutes, and the longer it goes, the better it's going to be for Powers and Roma. We'll be back in a moment. We're just about set to go back to Broad and Patterson Streets and the
I don't need an
famed
interpreter.
Spectrum. You don't need an interpreter. You do need an interpreter. I
I'm
got
on the
news
phone.
for
Do you mind?
Yeah, I do mind. Let's go back to ringside in the Spectrum. Powers and Roma. Well, if those two guys, Powers and Roma, can do that inside the squared circle with the likes of the Islanders, they will put them away.
You kidding me? They wouldn't. Those guys wouldn't last 30 seconds with the Islanders. They're starting to call themselves the New York Power Company or something like that, trying to get flashy. You guys will be eating soup for 6 months. You ever get in the ring with the Islanders? I'll kick your teeth out.
You're overconfident. You're overconfident.
I am because I have a
understand-
guest here.
Yeah, I know you have a guest here. We're going to go very shortly to Studio G for that special
What does
guest.
G mean?
You'll find out. I understand from the grapevine that you sent in 47 postcards already to have lunch with the world's heavyweight champion at the new contest in the...
That's right. I did. I'd like to sit down and ask him to give any member of my family plus Andre the Giant a title match. And he'll probably say no, and I was going to stick him with the check. How do you like that?
You usually stick everybody with a
I
check.
do not. We had dinner one time, you and I.
Yeah, you stuck me with a check.
I got a call. I had to leave. I just didn't run
We'll
off
be
like you
back
said
in a
I did.
moment.
When that car was...
Special Delivery Jones, a very unique individual here in the World Wrestling Federation, sort of a, I don't know, a trademark, you might say, of the WWF. He's been around quite a while.
Who?
Special Delivery Jones. Hello.
Was he? You got used to be a mailman?
No, he
get
never
that
was a
name?
mailman. But he's
Special
always had
Delivery.
aspirations of finding the right tag team partner. Now he's going to become a B. Teaming up with B. Brian Blair against Demolition. Should be great. Let's go. to the tag.
SDB.
Demolition, obviously, too much for any kind of a B, especially Special Delivery Jones. It was a good match while it lasted, Bobby, but the Demolition is just overpowering. Would you not agree?
Yes, I would agree with
How
you
would
on
they
that.
fare with the Islanders?
Demolition, they'd probably last maybe 3 to 4
Oh,
minutes.
please. Why don't you be realistic? You're always in a dream world of some kind.
Okay, 5 minutes.
Looking at the latest edition of the World Wrestling Federation magazine, and I'd like to show the people at home
You don't have to show them that picture.
you and Hernandez.
You don't have to show them that.
I'm not going to show them that. I'm going to show them this picture right here and bring back some kind of memories for you, Brain. Yes.
I was 100% in
Studio
in
G.
good health
We'll be
there.
over there in just a moment. Yeah, we'll be right there. You were in deep trouble. That started it all right there, Brain.
No, it started it all the night he got in trouble. That's what started it all. See, what you
The night
forget,
you deserted him.
never deserted him.
Absolutely did.
Well,
We're going to make our way over to Studio G, and we're going to join you there, and we'll be back. in
My
just
doctor
a
will be
moment.
there.
I hope so.
Let's go. Come on.
Well, Brain, here we are at your request. We spent a lot of money and a lot of time to put together our special interview studio for you. You're going to enlighten not only me, but the millions of primetime viewers with what?
I'll tell you with what. You know, I'm tired of being called a gold bricker. You don't believe that I'm injured. A lot of people don't believe that I'm injured. But I have here a gentleman I'm going to bring out. Probably one of the greatest heads of medicine all over the world. And with my vast wealth, I can afford to go to any ends of this earth to find what I need. And I have this gentleman here today. He's an orthopedic specialist. He's from Dusseldorf, Germany.
Dusseldorf.
And I'm going to bring him out right now, and you can talk to him. Ask him anything you want.
I will.
My personal physician, Herr Dr. von Brandenburg.
Von Brandenburg.
Doctor, please.
Indeed. Oh, he's got a beast with him, too. What is this?
How are you, Doctor?
Hello, hi, how are you today?
Fine. Gorilla Monsoon?
Doctor,
Hi,
I would
you?
shake hands with you, but who knows where this thing has been.
This is my
Might have to
schnapps.
get a hoof and
You know?
mouth shot or something.
Yeah,
to talk
this
like
is-
that to him.
Right, schnapps. Come on.
How many doctors walk around with a dog underneath their
I
arm?
go
Stay.
nowhere. I don't go nowhere without schnapps. Everybody needs a schnapps.
You're not going to go anywhere with him, I'll tell you that.
You bet.
Yeah, have you come here with any... Can you prove
He is going
me?
to prove to you right here
Let's see it.
that I'm
Go ahead,
injured.
prove it.
Give me your X-rays and let me look at them.
Yes?
What
Hot
x-rays
off
are
the
these
press.
now? These the latest ones?
Yes, they are.
When were
Are
they
the latest
taken?
one.
When
They
were
were
they
just
taken?
taken last night, yesterday.
On the plane?
No, by a physician here in Baltimore. And now let's look it over.
Yeah, let's take a look. Take a peek ski.
All right. There you see.
It's a cranium.
Yeah.
No, it's upside down.
No. You. Are you a
examining-
doctor?
What? No,
Are you a
but I know an
doctor?
x-ray when it's upside down.
Well,
and
he's
when
looking
it's
at all
not.
the angles. Will you let him do this,
Yeah.
please?
Okay,
Okay.
sure.
All right, it is not broken. I think it is only fractured.
Cracked.
And if cracked. If you with therapy, I think we can.
I don't
do
want
it.
surgery, though.
No.
I think
no,
you should cut myself.
No.
What is that? Huh?
No. Let me see.
Examine me.
Let me examine you.
Examine
Let me
him.
see.
Don't hurt
what's
me,
your
though. Don't
reflection.
hurt me.
No. Let me see your. Your reflection are pretty good. No, that's right. Let me.
Doc, let me explain.
touch
Hair.
your neck. Let me touch your neck.
Hey, Hair, let me explain something to you.
Does this hurt?
Yes, it's
Sure,
pressure.
sure it does.
Okay. Now, if I push it down, does it hurt?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
All right, if it's
definitely.
not broken, it's just fractured.
Just
I-
fractured. Fractured means
You
broken,
can see
doctor.
that. You can see that his neck.
Will
is
you let
injured.
him examine me,
Let me
please?
listen to it. You know.
What you're listening to his heart. We're not saying anything. He's coughing.
I
Give me
can
a
listen
break,
that
will
his
you,
neck
please?
is all right.
That thing
You know,
went
I
out with the
think when you
18th
go to
century,
the-
that particular piece of equipment you've got right there.
It still works.
It still
worked 100
works.
years ago, and it still works today.
Please, you're
What do
listening
you
to
know
the guy.
about medicine?
What do you know about medicine? You haven't even come out here to
this
prove
back
it to
on me, I'm in
Yeah.
pain.
Yeah,
I
put it
think
on. That
he-
you're in fact a doctor. You came out here
You
with
know-
a duck sound under your arm.
Thank you.
You're treating a weasel. You're talking to a gorilla. What are you, a veterinarian?
Do I have to take this insult from
No,
me?
no, you don't,
doctor.
You fly
You
me
certainly
over from
don't.
Germany. I studied medicine in Heidelberg under Professor
You don't own
Dr.
a-
Franz
You and this
Boll.
other
You don't
liar
own an
can just
explanation
leave.
to
You
me
don't
at
have
all.
take anything.
I don't think I have to take
No,
this.
you don't,
Good.
doctor.
No.
Take the dog
I'm
with
going
you
back
when you
to-
go, Doc.
You bet I will. I don't go nowhere without Schnaps.
Good.
Hello, Schnaps.
Take
come
him
here.
with you.
Schnaps, let's go.
Doctor, I apologize.
Again, let me
I
apologize to all of you out there in prime
Let
time
me
wrestling
apologize.
for this fiasco.
That happens to be my doctor you've insulted now. I hope you're proud of yourself.
I am. If
Wait a
that
minute.
was
So
a
you
doc-
put this back on
I
for me,
would let
Doc.
this guy treat me for a hangnail.
Doc.
Look at that. There's absolutely nothing wrong
yes,
with your
there
neck.
is. I'm
You're
cutting it
wandering
out
around
now. I'm in
bending
pain.
over
You
and
ran the guy
everything.
off. I can't put this on by myself.
We'll be right
Will
back.
someone get me a doctor?
I hope you're
You didn't
satisfied.
even give the man a chance.
Give him a chance.
Yes.
I gave him every
Oh,
opportunity.
you made... We're on the air.
So what?
Okay, fine. You never gave the man an opportunity. He opened up his bag. He was going to give me
His
a complete...
bag. There was a yo-yo in there. I saw a yo-yo down in
It's
the
not a
box.
yo-yo
I made
in
two
there.
yo-yos. Him and the yo-yo that was in the bag. Dusseldorf, give me a break.
Should have sicked
As
that dog on
usual,
you.
you wasted everybody's time. Would you please ask the director to put a hold on Studio G for next week? Yeah, I want equal time on this thing.
What does that mean?
That means that I'm going to satisfy not only my curiosity, but everyone's curiosity that's out there.
If you think I'm stripping down and having a complete
No,
physical,
I
you're
wouldn't
nuts.
do that. I wouldn't do that. That would be humiliating to everyone watching. We have a special. Our
What are you
feature
gonna do to me?
Coming up,
Shock
you'll find
treatments?
out. You'll find out next week. Our special feature this week here on Primetime Wrestling: Billy Jack Haynes, the big guy from Portland, Oregon, taking on the big 305-pound Nikolai Volkov. Just long distance to Germany, better not be, or Dusseldorf, or wherever that guy came.
Miss Betty?
Let's go to ringside.
Why don't you get my attorneys on the...
Well, Johnny Bonello, the referee, he might need to see your friend from Dusseldorf. Does he have anything to do with the eyes? Is he
Couldn't afford that
ocular?
man.
I couldn't believe he came out there with a dog under his arm. Give me a break.
Schnapps happens to be his companion, his traveling companion. Very attached to that little mutt.
Yeah, I'm
dog.
sure he is. Little mutt. That's
Well,
right.
I'm not much of a dog lover myself.
No, you're,
After Matilda, it kind of turned me sour on animals.
well, you still got those 200-odd weasels running around up there on the farm, I understand.
I don't have a farm and I'm not a weasel.
Well, I didn't say you were. I said weasels running around. You deny that fact?
That weasels run around. I don't know anything about weasels. If they run around, hop around,
Well,
skip,
you're
roll,
turning
jump.
pretty good. You're moving around.
Yes,
very
and it
well.
hurts.
We're in fact going to find out next week how much gold bricking you've been doing and whether there's anything to worry about from anyone with your threats about litigation.
You bring any sawbones you want, any quack you want, and I'll let them
We got rid of the quack. Hair, whatever he was.
I'm not even going to pronounce his name for you.
Well, folks, that wraps it up here for another week on Primetime Wrestling. Next week, we're going to be joined by the Macho Man, Randy Savage, along with Elizabeth and One Man Gang. What are you upset
Your
about?
doctor, Quackamania.
Yeah, we're going to go, in fact, to Studio G once again.
Where is your doctor from?
Next week.
may I ask?
The Big Apple,
New York City.
New York City. Class guy.
Does he work out of a van?
No, he doesn't work out of a van. Why do you say that?
Miss Betty was
I'll
approached
tell you
by
what, he won't
somebody the
walk
other
in
day.
with a dog under his arm, I'll tell you that.
Are you coming on a Shetland pony?
Please.
Miss Betty was approached the other day by a man in a van.
I thought
Probably
you
your
really
doctor.
were out of bounds when you brought that other goof out here.
Lance? I told
Yeah.
you Lance was a ploy on my part.
Yeah, he was a ploy, all right. What was this guy?
A neuro orthopedic
yeah.
specialist.
Yeah, he needs help himself. I got news for you. I hope that he's on his way back to Dusseldorf with whatever that thing was that he brought with him, that dachshund or whatever it was.
Well, I'm going to let you examine me. I'll be man enough. I'm hurt, Monsoon. I'm legitimately
You
hurt.
keep telling us that, and we keep trying to prove it.
Well, you think I like walking around day and night?
Yes, it's a
sitting on the
sympathy
airports,
getter.
going through the
It's a
planes,
sympathy
the
getter.
restaurants.
Trying to make life miserable for everyone.
You've even told people you've seen me places. Without
I
me.
have.
You
no
have
question.
not.
Saw you at the airport, saw you at the swimming pool, at the air host, which is one of the last places on earth you'd ever want to be, in a swimming pool with the air hose.
It's not a swimming pool, by the way.
I didn't think so. There's some strange things happening out there. Also, the Magnificent One will be joining us next week, along with the former Intercontinental Champion, Tito Santana. That and a whole lot more, including the ace, Cowboy Bob Orton. Until next week, so long, everybody.
Hope I'm well.